All right. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our team call. We have an amazing guest speaker tonight, and we have her team here joining us because she's going to provide all the inspiration. You'll do me a favor and make sure that your audio is muted for the call so we can focus on what we're here to talk about. We want to go over a few quick announcements, a little bit of recognition, and then I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie. So a few quick notes for our team. Morning Meltdown 100 Wave 2 starts on August 26th. That's next Monday. So we want to be using those promo codes that we have right now. They did just announce today that you can actually earn promo codes for September. I was looking over the FAQ very briefly before the call, but for every promo code that you use, you get a promo code for September. So it's good incentive to have that for a great month of September as well. So check out the FAQ and your coach breaking news for that. We did just wrap up our sneak peek this past week. So if you have not already contacted the people that were in the sneak peek that were your customers or your potential coaches, make sure that you've done that by the end of the day today, so that because that story and that experience is fresh on their minds. So you really want to hit home, touching base with them as well. I want to encourage our team to lean into all of the mentor stuff we have going on right now. We have our mentor call tomorrow night, which is going to be a live power hour as a team. Note the time is at 8:30, so 8:30 to 9:30. I'm going to be opening up a block of one-on-ones on Saturday mornings, and I did go through our post in the team page for elite in everyone's role. So if you commented on that post, I responded back to you today about what your role is in elite, because that's our team goal for the year. And the reason being is because we're doing this amazing all expense paid cruise vacation for those that qualify, and if we hit this elite goal. So make sure that you've checked out that post. If you can't find it, let me know, and I will make sure that you're tagged in there so we can talk all details on what it would be like for you to get in on this all expense paid cruise vacation for next spring. We have a huge leaderboard this month already. So I want to give a shout out to Laurel, Mary, and Heather, who have all locked in Success Club. We have a ton of people on the board, so there's still a ton of time left in the month to lock in that for yourself, so you definitely don't want to miss that. I wanted to give a quick shout out to our new coach, Emily. She's not on a call because she works third shift as a nurse, but within 6 hours of launching her business today, she had hit is halfway to enrolled already. So that's a huge deal. We also have Brandy, Adria, and Emily, who all has helped their first person in the last week. So that is just incredible that our coaches are getting their businesses started right. We also have 4 people who are unbelievably close to Diamond, who either are 1, 2, or 3 coaches away from hitting their Diamond goal. Both Paige, Allison, Holly, and Laurel are all just a breath away from this goal. So we want to cheer them on and come alongside them as they're working towards that, and also using it as encouragement and inspiration for our own goals in our business. So I didn't want that to go unnoticed. So we have Stephanie Mialki. Did I say your last name right? I hope. Yes. Okay, so we have Stephanie. Stephanie is a 5-star Diamond coach. She's an SC10 All-Star Legend. That means that she has helped 5 people or more every single month for 2 years straight without missing a single month. She has 3 business centers. She's 35 weeks pregnant and absolutely adorable, as you can tell, with her 3rd baby, which is a girl, and she's currently a boy mom to 2 crazy boys, just like my own. And she is a business, she is someone who I met in one, I'm going to stop screen sharing. She's someone I met in my leadership group with corporate, and she has always inspired me in the business. She's a true leader who builds leaders, and she is always willing to help. This morning alone, she was like, I was asking her a question, and she was like, let's hop on a call. I'll show you. She benefits no way from me, but she was so giving to give me her time and help me with helping my team. So I am honored that Stephanie's on the call. She's going to talk about how to start your business as a leader, and I cannot wait to learn from her. So Stephanie, if you'll share your story, and then you can share your screen and all the things.
Sounds good. And if you want to take me on the cruise, that's fine too. But Hi guys. I am so excited to be here. I think I've led one of your team calls before from a closet being chased by children. So I think that I may have seen some of your faces before, but I do have two children who are crazy, just like Rachel's. So if you watch our stories, they're usually pretty similar. But I started coaching after I had my second child. So I have been coaching for 3.5 years now. And I was not into fitness, not into any sort of fitness or anything like that before I started coaching. I did the 21 day fix before I signed up as a coach. I lost 12 pounds in 21 days. And that's when I was like, okay, this stuff works. So I was into Beachbody for 21 days before I signed up as a coach. And then as soon as I did, I kind of just went all in with the business, and I have been running ever since. Our team just locked in 3-time elite. So we just locked in elite for our 3rd year in a row. And coaching is my full-time gig now. I went full-time about 2 years into coaching. I switched from doing my digital marketing business to full-time coaching. So that's a little bit about my story. If you have any questions about me, I'm happy to answer those. Stick them in the chat box. But let's definitely be using this chat box today. So I have a presentation, but I also have some notes and some questions for you. Oh, no, where did you go? Hold on. There you are. But why can't I do both of these at the same time? I need my notes and oh my gosh. This is going to drive me crazy. What happened here? It went to like a different window on my Mac. What's the? Okay.
Is it letting you request access to the screen? I want to try and get you to share your screen.
Yeah, it will. I don't want to share my screen yet. Hold on. One sec. I'm just trying to be able to see my notes and you guys at the same time, which it's not letting me do. So that'll be fun. Okay. First of all, by show of hands, who here consistently gets on your team call every week? Like you make it a conscious effort pretty much every week. Okay. So of all of those people that just raised their hand, who completes, not just like does one thing, but actually completes a power hour every single day? I see no hands. I see a few on my team. I see a couple like maybes, but I don't see anyone who is like, I complete a power hour every day. You guys, okay, so who here takes their coaching business seriously? Put your hands down. None of you do. If you are not completing a power hour every single day, none of you are taking this business seriously. 1 to 3 times a week, that is not going to cut it. You guys are business owners. What if you owned a business downtown in whatever city you live in, and you showed up 1 to 3 times a week when you felt like it? Anybody going to come to your store? Anyone going to know when your store is even open? If you are not taking this business seriously, get off this team call. What are you wasting your time with? Bachelorette in Paradise is on. Bachelor in Paradise is on. Go like do something constructive. If you are not taking this business seriously, don't waste your time. Don't waste your upline's time. Don't waste your success partner's time. Take this business seriously, guys. This business can change your life. This business has changed my life, but it's only because, and I can tell you this without fail, it's only because I've shown up every single day. You can ask any person on my team, when was the last time this girl took a day off? Never. Like, I don't do that. And it's not that I am telling you you can't have a life. I still have a very awesome life. Like, I spent maybe 2 hours working today, but I still showed up and I worked today. And that time frame is going to, and I'm full-time coach, okay? But that time frame is going to look different for all of us. Depending on what your full-time job looks like, your home life looks like, your support looks like, it's going to look different. But you've got to show up every day. You've got to do the vitals every day. You've got to do your workout. Who here commits to their workout every single day according to their calendar? If you don't, your people aren't going to. If you don't show up to your own fitness, why would anyone sign up with you as their coach? You're supposed to coach them so that they show up to their fitness. If you're not showing up, they're not going to sign up with you. Okay. Number 2, you've got to be sharing about it every day. Who shares about their workout every day? Okay. If you're not sharing about it, no one is going to believe you. No one's going to know that you're doing it. You can be doing all the right things, but if you're not telling people you are, this is like, they can't see in your windows. They're not like looking through your windows. So they need to make sure, you need to make sure that you are sharing about it every single day so that you can prove that you're going to be there for them. This is our only way of proving it, is by sharing about it. Who invites every single day? I see a few hands. Okay. What if I was having this amazing party on Friday night? Okay. I've got this crazy party. I've got 4 kegs and all the people are coming. It's going to be the best thing since like college days, right? And I tell everybody all about it on Facebook and I am so excited about it, but I don't actually invite anyone. I might be like, I'm having this party. You guys should come. Are you guys going to show up, or are you going to only show up if I send you a message and say, come to my party? Right? You're not just going to show up to a party because you heard about it. You're only going to show up if someone invites you to come to it. So we can be having these amazing challenge groups or this amazing coaching opportunity, but if someone's not inviting you and saying, hey, you should do this with me, they're not going to just come, because they're not going to think they're invited. They're not going to think that they're going to fit in, or that they're really your friend or whatever. They're not going to just come. You have to be inviting every single day. Okay? And then, personal development, recognition, those things. Okay? But those are the things that you need to be doing every single day. And we're going to talk about being leaders and showing up starting day 1 in your business as a leader. I'm sure none of you are on day 1 right now. So you're like, well, screw this. I'm 4 years in and I didn't start this, right? No, today is your day 1. So I'm giving everyone 15 seconds to choose today to be their day 1 or to get off this call. You got 15 seconds to decide if today is day 1 and you're going to start taking this seriously, or if you're not going to waste your time. Okay? 27 participants. I'm waiting. We're good. I think we're good. No one got off this call. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen now. Let me pull this up. Waiting for it to give me the option. Share. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to talk about being a leader from day 1. Let's see if I can do my notes too I don't know why this won't let me see my notes. Hold on. I need to be able to see my notes and my presentation at the same time, or I won't be able to speak. Hold on. I'm just going to put them in a different app. All right. Okay, so we're going to talk about being a leader from day 1. This is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about setting a goal of diamond and making it happen. And I'm going to explain why I'm saying making it happen at the end of this. We're going to talk about positioning yourself as a leader on social media. We're going to talk about working with faith, and we're going to talk about your new best thing, okay? So I truly believe in this phrase, and you should all write this down. Control the controllable. If you have a goal that you want to achieve, that's on you. That's not on you saying, I don't have business builders, or I don't have anybody that wants to work the business, or I don't have anybody on my team. Or no, that goes away. You control the controllable. My first year, I hit 2-star myself. I built 2 accounts myself. I had a friend that wanted to sign up, and I had my spouse, and I built those accounts, and that was my goal. I can't tell my team that my goal is 10-star and expect 10 of them to have the same goal as me. I can't expect my team to do the things. So as much as I would love to, and once you guys are rolling and grooving and wishing your team would do the same, you're going to be like, dang, I probably should have pushed a little harder and faster for Rachel. But it is going to, you're going to understand how it takes a team, but you can do this with or without anybody. Okay. My team knows that I want them. I want them there. I will push forever to help them, but I will also push forever if they quit. I am doing this with or without them. Okay. So that's something that you guys need to have. You need to have that backbone that like, you want this so hard that it doesn't matter who's with you. You're going to do this with or without them. I was pushing for, I'm having a baby in 4 weeks, and I did not want to have to stress with a newborn to lock in Elite. So earlier this year, I was like, I am locking Elite in now so I don't have to worry about it later. And I built a diamond in 10 days. So that's where I have a little credibility to say, like, control the controllable. And that's the only reason. I'm not saying that to brag or anything like that, but I'm going to tell you how I did it. So prior to that, I focused on my niche. You all should figure out who your person is. And your person may change throughout your journey. Who you're talking to might change throughout your journey, or your audience may get larger throughout your journey. But right now, my audience 100% is pregnant and postpartum moms. I have all the pregnant moms watching me being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're still working out. I have all the postpartum moms watching me being like, I want to see what she does after she has this baby. But they're all watching me right now. That doesn't mean that most pregnant moms are not going to sign up for a fitness program, right? But they're all watching me. I am building my network so hard right now. And we have the tools and resources that we can literally do anything we want. We can, all of the Beachbody workouts, all of the nutrition plans, we can kind of make those our own if we want to. So I've done that in 2 different ways. I created a calendar using our workouts, but it was like a mashup. So I took some workouts from Lift 4, some workouts from 21 Day Fix, and I made a calendar, like a hybrid calendar, specifically for moms with diastasis recti, the separation in your belly that you get after having a C-section, that you can get after having a C-section. Made a calendar specifically for that. And then I went out and I talked about my diastasis recti program. It's my program. And I signed them up with BOD, all access. So then once they fix that problem, they have access for the rest of the year to work on this. So while I was pregnant, created a program for pregnant moms using our maternity workouts. And there's not a maternity calendar on Beachbody On Demand. So I made my own calendar, and I made a 6-week program to help pregnant moms. And I literally got on Instagram every single day, got on my stories, got on Facebook, and I talked to pregnant moms while I was pushing for Diamond. And I locked in Diamond in 10 days because I was speaking to my person. I say offer an incentive, set a goal. Offer an incentive. So I offer incentives. If I have a goal that I'm pushing for, I will offer incentives. I'll be like, the next 10 people who sign up before Wednesday get $20 back, or a gift card, sorry. They get a gift card back. So they get, I offer an incentive. Or maybe it's maybe if it's for coaching, I'll do like a tripod or something else. Some different little things to incentivize people to sign up. I set a goal. My goal was I wanted to have that diamond locked in before Summit. So I had to like reverse engineer my dates. So I set my goal. And I made it non-negotiable, guys. Like, I didn't let it be an option for me. I worked until I got that goal. And I continued to work for 6 weeks to hold that goal. But I sacrificed time. I sacrificed money. And I even sacrificed some people. I built a couple emeralds. I blessed and released a couple of my specific customers and built a couple emeralds on my team so that I hit my goal. Because I cannot put it on Rachel or Kristen or anybody to be like, you need to be emerald so that I can be diamond. I controlled the controllable. And I said, hey girl, I appreciate you on the team and you've been ordering your Shakeology. I'm going to put 2 customers under you, or 2 coaches. It was actually coaches. 2 coaches under you. You're going to get the commission for it. Just wanted to say thank you. It's not going to affect you or anything. Like, I'm going to still work on these people. But, and I built my emeralds. Okay. So you're probably like, how in the world do you get enough people to do that? Like, how do I sign enough people up that I can just give away people? That was one thing, mindset. Don't have a scarcity mindset. There are millions of people in this world, and every single person in this world needs health and fitness. And I can tell you, our market is not even nearly tapped out. Okay. So don't have scarcity mindset. Don't think that there's not enough people that you're going to give somebody away when you need that person or anything like that. So when it comes to defining your person, I want you guys to think about these questions in 2 ways. And why don't maybe everybody write these questions down, because it's probably a good exercise. And in 2 columns after this call, I want you to answer these questions. 1 as a customer, 1 as a coach. Okay, like you as a challenger, you as a coach. Define your person. Who's going to relate to you as a customer? What kind of customer is going to relate to you? What kind of coach is going to relate to you? Like prospect coach, okay? So for example, for me, who's going to relate to me? The people that are going to relate to me are people who were skinny fat. That's what I call myself. I've never been overweight really my whole life, but I've never had muscle definition. I've never had endurance. I've never had anything. I've just been me. Like, I could eat whatever I wanted. Wasn't a big deal. I was a size 0, but like, I never had a curve on my body. Like, muscles were the only curves I had last year before I got pregnant. Now these curves. But so who relates to me as a coach? Someone who has a degree, someone who wants to work this business, someone who wants to run, someone who is money driven. That's not a bad thing, guys, just so you know. Someone who wants nicer things for their home, someone who wants to travel. Those are the people that are going to relate to that. But who do I attract? Look at your own social media right now, or ask a friend to look at your social media. Who are you attracting with your posts? Are your posts, we're going to talk about content in a little while, but are your posts attracting who you want to attract? Are you positive? Are you talking about the hustle, or are you making it seem like you're eating bonbons and watching The Bachelor in Paradise? Are you showing that these workouts are hard, but they're effective? Or are you showing that you still like sparkle afterwards? What are you showing? Because that's who you're going to attract. Okay. And I've noticed that, because when I go through phases with that workout part, because I like to take pretty workout selfies, but I notice when I do that, the people I'm attracting don't really want to work out. And then when I'm actually going hard and I'm like getting results, that's when I'm getting like athletic people to join me. And I've noticed that. So that's something to keep in mind. Who can you help? What have you been through that you can change someone else's life? So for me, diastasis recti is huge when it comes to the challenger side. Like, I'm a C-section mom, almost times 3. I've been through a miscarriage. I've talked, I've been through all of that. And that's who I can help in terms of like fitness. I've been skinny fat, and I've had babies. Those are my things. And that's who I can help. It's really going to be hard for me to talk to someone with eating disorders, or talk to someone who's really overweight, because they're going to look at me and be like, girl, you're skinny, you're tiny. Like, they're not going to relate to me. You know what I mean? So as much as I can help them, they're not going to be my main market. On the business side, who can I help? I can help people who don't get a lot of support at home. I can help people who have an entrepreneurial mindset, because that's me. That's always been me. And I can help them focus and rein that in on something that's going to build for their family. I can help people that need help with digital marketing. Like, that might not be their strong suit. I'm good at that. Like, I am good at the marketing side. I'm good at the numbers. I can help those people. So if they've got the backstory, I can help them tell it. And what are their struggles? So what are your people struggling with? And are you talking about that in your social media? Those are the things that you need to do. When you start doing those, when you figure out those 4 things for coaching and for fitness, because you need to be sharing about both of them equally. This is something I'm also going to share about. I can't find anyone to work the business. How many business invites did you send this week? I bet you sent, okay, I'm going to say maybe you sent 50 invites this week for fitness and 5 for coaching. That's a pretty good number when I've like polled my people, and 5 for coaching. The number of people you're going to get out of those is pretty equal. You're going to get if it takes you 50 people a month to hit Success Club, that's 3 people. It takes 50 invites a week to hit Success Club, getting 3 people, and you're inviting 5 to the business each week. It's going to take you 10 months to get 3 coaches. Okay? You've got to think about that. You have to be inviting to the coaching opportunity just as much as you're inviting to fitness. Yes, a lot of our amazing coaches come from the fitness side, but dream world here, like network marketing here, you want coaches, right? Like that is what's going to build our business. That's what's going to make the hustle a little less. So you need to be inviting coaches as well. But when you're doing these things, when you put all these things together and you're doing them, you're going to show up like a leader. You're going to look like a leader on social media because you know who you're talking to, you know what you're talking about, and you know exactly how you're going to help them. And you're telling them those things. They're going to be like, this girl gets me. I get her. Like we would work well together. And you're showing up every day. You're consistent. This is how you're going to show up as a leader. It is not about going to the next Tony Robbins event and you're standing there in your suit and you're like, yes, look at me. I am a leader and I've got this. It's not about that, guys. This is network marketing. Nobody wants that life. People want to be home with their kids. They want to see you successful from home with your kids. And this is how you do it. Okay. I don't know why I went back up. Okay, so it's time to create a plan. It is time to get excited. Are your posts showing that you're excited? Or are they just like, I did my workout. It was really hard. It was hard to get out of bed today. Or are you excited to get out of bed and do this work? Because this job lights me up. It literally is the fire in my belly. There's not a single day that I get up and I don't want to work, ever. Like I love what I do, and you've got to love it too, because that energy is contagious. If you don't love this, find something you freaking love, because there is that thing out there. And if you don't love what you're doing, there's no point. If this is like torture to you, then why? You know what I mean? Like we leave our other jobs so we can come do this because we love it, and it gives us this big opportunity. No, I'm not telling you to quit, by the way. So Rachel's like, don't tell them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying go quit. I'm saying find your passion, find your joy. And it's probably somewhere in here, and you're missing that little puzzle piece if you don't have that yet. So, so I want you to go out and do your work with faith and enthusiasm and action behind all of your actions. Okay. So everything that you do should be based with faith in yourself, faith in the person you're talking to, and faith in this business. If you don't truly believe in this business, and if you're like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm just taking their money, like this is kind of like a scam, you'll never go anywhere. They're going to feel that. You have to believe in this business from the bottom of your heart. I'm not telling you have to believe in every single coach's philosophy out there or everything corporate tells us, because I mean, come on. But everything that you do should be based on the fact that you believe what we are doing is going to change their life. Fitness and business and enthusiasm. I'm telling you, I have watched way too many Instagram stories. I just got done with my workout. Gonna go work. You guys have to get excited about this. Don't put those videos out there. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, she looks bored out of her mind. Make sure that you are doing this with excitement. Get excited. Talk about your story. Like talk about what you're doing and how you just had the best workout with your friends and you guys got on a Zoom together, whatever. You should all be telling your stories right now or sometime during this call that you're on this call and it's girls' night and it's Monday night and like your favorite night of the week, team call night, whatever. And talking about the excitement behind all of this, okay? And just being excited and using that energy through your posts and your pictures. When you're working out, guys, smile. Smile for the camera. I'm not telling you to be like cheesy grin and but whatever, but like look like you're enjoying this. Sometimes. I mean, obviously we all have our days. I've cried through workouts. I've stomped my feet through workouts. I have wanted to die through workouts. It's good to show those things too, but don't make it look like it's miserable, right? Like get excited about it. People can feel your energy. They say sales is just the transfer of energy and the transfer of belief from one person to another. Literally, it's the transfer of energy and belief from one person to another. You guys are not selling a product. You are selling the fact that you're going to change their life. And if they don't feel that, they're not going to see the value in it. When you know where you are going and people can feel it, you pass that on to them. And your enthusiasm becomes part of them and they become enthusiastic alongside of you. So when you bring them in and you give them all of your energy, they're going to feel that and they're going to give you their energy back, and it's just contagious, and it's going to make your challenge groups light up. It's going to make coaches come out of your challenge groups. That is, that's when like the magic happens. So there's nothing worse though than chasing people down and feeling like you need them to sign up, right? Who has been desperate before? I mean, I have been desperate and you're like, oh my God, I just need 5 people. I need to go. And I'm like desperately reaching out to people, right? We've all been there. Maybe you're there right now. There's nothing worse than feeling like that because that doesn't make this business fun. You want, like, there's nothing better than feeling like better than them knowing that you would love to work with them, but that you don't need them. That's the message that you need to go across. I would love to work with you. I don't need to work with you, but I would love to work with you. And I know I can help you, but I'm going to be successful without you because I'm a leader. Okay. So it's not a desperation mode thing. So I want you guys to physically make a plan. One of the things I hear most on my team is that I don't know what to post. So they don't post. And when you don't post, guess what? Nothing happens. I'd rather see 4 crappy posts than none, right? So I have an example here on the one on the right. Monday in my stories, workout stories, results from stories. So like results pictures in your stories. A story poll, so I can easily invite people. A nutrition story poll, another poll, probably about coaching. And then family stories. I always show my workout. I always show my kids every day because that's what I do every day. I show up to my workout and then I'm present with my children. That's what I do every day. And in between there, I talk about coaching. I talk about our groups. I talk about nutrition, and I put polls in there. Today we were talking about my family stuff for the past, my whole life is about nesting right now. So we've been like making furniture and redoing rooms. So like that's kind of what all of our stuff is. And then at the bottom, 3 posts on my social media pages. Workout post, maybe a transformation post, and a family post. Another thing, guys, you are not Beachbody billboards. If I were to go to your page right now, would I see fitness, coaching, challenge group, fitness? Is that what I'm going to see? Or am I going to see fitness, cute picture with her kids, they went out to dinner, they went to the beach, fitness, call to action about coaching. And then they went to the park, and that's what I want to see. I want to see your life, the lifestyle of a coach. I don't want to see an advertisement for a coach. Your social media page should be all about the lifestyle of a coach because you are a leader. You are not a salesperson. You are a leader living the CEO life. And that is what they want to, that's what everybody's dream is. They want to see that They can go shopping and they can go hang out with their family. They can travel. They can do all the things. Show your real life, whatever that looks like. Show them the real life, because even if your real life isn't your ideal, it's not what you want right now. Someone else is right where you are in your life right now, and they want to go somewhere else too. And if you're sharing where you are right now, when you get to that next level, they're going to say, I need to get to that next level too. And then you're going to get to the next level, and you're going to get to the next level. If you're sharing your real life and your real journey through this, people are going to relate to that, and people are going to join you. Just a reminder, stick to talking to your niche, okay? Do not talk to the masses. When you get on social media, you should be talking to your best friend. So many people are like, I don't know what to say. So you've got a cute workout picture or a video or something from after your workout, and you're like, what do I write? MM100 day 5. No, stop it. No. You don't talk about program names. You don't name the word Beachbody. You don't say Shakeology. You don't do that. Get out of Beachbody land and say, oh my gosh, just crushed my workout and my kids stepped all over my face and now there's crumbs all over the floor because they just dumped an entire box of Lucky Charms because they were just eating the marshmallows out of it. And talk about what happened during your workout, not about your workout. No one cares how much you lifted. No, I mean, if you got a personal record, I mean, sure, you talk about that and be like, I'm getting results and it's amazing. But no one cares on the daily how much you lifted, what day it was in your program or anything else. Talk about the fact that you worked out, show up that you worked out, but talk about your life. Use it as a diary. Pretend like your best friend just called when you got done with your workout and you're telling her all about it. You're not going to sit there and be like, yeah, I did my workout and on my third rep, I lifted heavier. And she's going to be like, I don't care. Like, stop telling me this. But if you were like, yeah, Finn got up halfway through my workout and he totally threw up as he walked down the stairs, she's going to think that's funny. So like, tell them the real story. Don't share the like, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Just talk about life. Don't talk about the workout. Let me go back to my notes so I make sure I'm not missing things. Yes, so your niche is your best friend. So like think when you're writing a post, think like you're writing to your best friend. And in order to do that to be like most effective, I use voice to text all the time. Sometimes I don't even edit it, so don't read my posts. But if you use voice to text, it'll actually sound more like you. It'll be more real. So if I ever swear, that's why, because I wouldn't type that word. But that is usually why, because I'm using voice to text and I just pretend like I'm talking to my mom or my best friend. Okay, so make this exclusive, okay? And we're gonna talk about incentives. So what I mean by make this exclusive, make people realize that what they're gonna get with you, they're not gonna get with anybody else. This signing up with you as their coach, they get you. Sure, they get MM100, they get the book, they get the poster, but they get you. Why you? Why should someone sign up with you? And this is a real gut check. Think of someone that you are inspired by. Maybe it's Rachel. Think about you next to Rachel on social media. If someone saw both of you, who are they going to sign up with? And why? You need to realize who you are on social media because that's all these people know. There's hundreds of thousands of coaches out there now. We know this. But why is someone going to sign up with you instead of someone else? What do you have that is unique to you and valuable to you? And it is BS if you say nothing. Like, why would anybody sign up? Everybody has a story. Every single person on this call has a story, even if they haven't figured it out yet. And that's what you need to do, is figure that out so that you can get people to join you because of your story, because what you have to offer them. I say your emphasis should always be on your next best thing. So as people start joining you, as partners start joining you, as business people start joining you, you want to celebrate them, okay? in your stories, in your challenge groups, in your coaching pages. Celebrate them. Maybe you do a weekly email or social media. Celebrating when someone new joins first creates FOMO. It also builds trust because you're actually shouting an individual out rather than being like, I have 2 spots left on my team. No, you don't. That's such a sales tactic. But if you say, Brooke just joined my team, and you shout Brooke out, and then she's like, oh my gosh, yes, and I'm so excited. Like, that builds trust. People now are going to see this real human being. They're going to see how different she is than you, but how you're creating a team and you're creating an atmosphere. And one of my kids just walked in, so fair warning. All hell might break loose. So continue to make this exclusive. Like, why would people want to sign up with you? And then I talk about incentives, which I already mentioned above because I went out of order. But I will totally get down on the whole, like, if I have a goal that I'm pushing for. I need 5 people to sign up by Wednesday night. If you're willing to do that, I'll give you a $20 gift card. I'm totally not above that. If I'm pushing for a goal, it is 100% possible. Okay, some tips. I kind of already went through a lot of these. We're not doing that right now. You can watch it when I'm done with my call. Some content tips. Bright photos. One of the easiest ways to make your photos better are to take your phone and put it in a window. Natural lit window. Do not ever take a picture with your back to the window, because you're going to be dark, you're going to be shadowy, you're going to look more tired than you are, all you mamas. So put your phone in the window, forward face the camera so you can like see yourself, and set that timer. Mommy. Good job. I want to watch it. I don't even know where the remote is. Go get up on the bed. Take time to get ready for your workout. How lame is that? Okay, so that sounds so shallow and so Beachbody coach, because who really is going to take time to get ready for their workout when they have to get ready for work or whatever? I'm not saying you have to doll up your hair and you have to go curl it and like put on fake lashes like I do. But especially if you don't work, if you aren't full time and you don't have the time for that. But what I am saying is maybe like put your hair in a nice ponytail and put some mascara on, because it does make a difference. I used to work out in pajamas, and I would do that in my videos and stuff. And I didn't attract anyone that I like. No one looked at me like I was a leader. They saw this hot mess mom like working out in her pajamas. Go downstairs, Daddy will help you. Daddy will help you get the boogies out.
No, I said that's enough doing that.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's enough doing that. So when I was doing that, you think about it. Look at the top coaches in this business. You see Ashley Molstead, you see Jatana Jackson, you see Brittany Leggett. They all look beautiful during their workouts. Because when you're looking at someone on social media, you don't want to look, you're not like inspired by someone who is working out in their pajamas looking a hot mess. You're inspired by someone who's got some cute activewear. I'm going to be in the dark. Some cute. Sorry. Don't be sorry. You just knocked over my diva light. Oh my gosh. Go turn the lights back on and please go downstairs. So you're not going to be totally inspired by someone who's like working out in their pajamas. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be more inspired by someone who looks put together, looks like they know what they're doing. And your people are going to be like, I want that. Like, look at her. She looks so good. And she's like, how does she do it all? It just takes a couple minutes of effort. Make sure that your points are on target. You're addressing the problems in the posts, just like a recap on that, and not all fitness. So make sure you're relating to them on all areas of life, not just fitness. All right, that's what I got for you guys. I'm happy to answer any questions, though. I don't know if there's anything in the chat. Oh, there's 34. Hold on, let me turn this light back on. Christian, stop.
I I am going to go real quick because I took a bunch of notes. It's so funny because Stephanie and I are, so if you're on Stephanie's team, I can only imagine you probably get a ton of this. I got a dose of the Stephanie Real Trained this morning, and she like called me on my leadership BS, and I loved it. That's not my leadership strength. So I love a different approach and you guys getting that. But one thing that she said in the beginning that I don't want to lose sight of is control the controllable. And she called me out on that this morning, and our team is pushing for a big goal. And I've kind of put all my eggs in baskets. And she was like, what the heck are you doing? She's like, do this, sign this person up, get them enrolled in 2 weeks. And then she was like, I'll race ya. And so for real, control the controllable. If you have a goal for your business, you cannot wait for other people to come along. The only thing you can control, and we talked about this, I want to say last week, you can control your mindset, your belief in yourself, the number of people you talk to, and you and your activities. You can't control the yeses, but you can control the number of the controllable accounts you have and the people that you talk to. So I didn't want that to get overshadowed because it was, she basically lit a fire under me this morning, and I really appreciated that, and that was part of it. So don't think that at any point in the business you ever get above someone else calling you out on things that you need to work on. Thinking outside the box with your niche. I love the idea of creating something for your network using the Beachbody On Demand library. I think what that says about her is that that's a leadership mindset. You're not waiting for an upline to tell you what to do. You're taking action and figuring out what brings you joy in your business. What's going to make you happy and what's going to connect with your people instead of just cookie cutter following what Rachel does or what Stephanie does. You're taking the time to figure that out. So I wanted to hit on that again. And I loved the abundance mindset, not the scarcity mindset. I feel like we fall prey to that so much in our businesses. We're like, I'm running out of people to talk to, or nobody's going to say yes. And truly, it's just about connecting with more individuals, getting deeper into our story, sharing that to our niche. And I love that she hit on that because I couldn't agree with her more. So any other questions that you guys had and I don't think there was any questions, just some mic drops and exclamation points in the chat. Nobody? Come on, don't be shy. You can drop them in the chat.
Bianca has a question.
Okay, let's go. Where is she? Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I put them in the chat so I wouldn't forget them. I said, well, I guess just one. I have a few people who are already pretty fit, and they're liking my stuff, and I've even put polls up like saying, like this post if you're, or, you know, comment if you're ready, or click the, you know, if you're ready to join me or whatever. And people are like, okay, I'm ready to join, I'm in. And I'm like a little intimidated to invite them. And I've invited one, but he hasn't responded. And I've only gotten one guy. But like I have this girl, a few girls, and I'm just like, do you want in on this? Like, you know, I don't know.
So I wouldn't doubt yourself. I wouldn't put yourself like, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt what we have to offer. I would put all the faith in what we have to offer, and I would go through the process and just be like, hey girl, I saw you wanted to join. What are your fitness goals? Okay. Go in it with confidence, knowing that we have programs for someone who is morbidly obese and needs to just get moving or just focus on their nutrition. And we have programs for people that want to run Spartan races and do marathons and do all the things. We have programs for everyone and anyone in between. So we have programs for athletes, like we've got weightlifting programs, we've got everything. So there's not a person out there that couldn't benefit from our programs.
Okay. All right. I will reach out to them. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. No. Change that mindset. I'll reach out to them. I will totally hook them up with a program. Okay. I will totally hook them up with something that is going to change their life. You've got to go in it with like the attitude of like, yes, I've got this, rather than being like, oh, no, like go in it with confidence.
All right.
Something I did a long time ago, I kind of got away from it, but it always worked. Before I sat down to do a power hour, I would tell myself that I was a top coach. I am a top coach in this business, And what I have to offer is going to change somebody's life. If you tell yourself that enough times, like, you're going to believe it. And if you do it right before you go to inviting, it's going to change your mindset on how you're inviting those people. Rather than like, oh my God, I need to send 50 invites. Go in and be like, I'm a top coach and I'm going to help one person change their life.
Okay.
And if it takes 50 invites, it takes 50 invites.
Okay, I can definitely work on changing my mindset. It's a growth area, and it's definitely something I can work on. So thank you.
No problem.
Stephanie, I have a question for you. So I know, looking at the faces on here, I have a lot of new coaches on here, like as in 1 week or less. And so I would love for those new coaches who are like information overload, what are 2 things that you think that they should do in the next 24 hours because at this point they're probably regurgitating information and like don't even know where to start. So where do they start?
A new coach should start with making sure you have started your fitness program.
Yeah.
You have shared about it. And you have, I'm not even going to say that you needed to invite in your first 24 hours, but you have learned about power hours. Maybe that, I don't even care if you've done one today, but learn about what is a power hour so that you can do one tomorrow. So that's what I would say.
Good advice. I agree with you. And then there was one question here. The biggest problem I have from Brooke, biggest problem I had with signing people up is the cost. That's when I get ghosted.
And Meg asked, are you sharing the value? Which is a really good question, because when the cost is usually not the problem. I mean, sometimes it is. If it's a like legit problem, then there's nothing we can do about that, right? Like there's so much we can do. We got a $10 promo code, or you set them up with something that's going to work for them. Just because they're not able to purchase a challenge pack doesn't mean they can't get a $39 for 3-month BOD membership and you get their foot in the door, make them fall in love with it, switch them to a challenge pack later. But you need to make sure that there's a fine line between pushing and making sure that you're like getting these people to get everything, because the challenge pack is the best value. It's got everything that they need to get started and see results. But there's a lot of people out there that really cannot afford that. We don't want to not help those people. We want to help those people. So start with the BOD membership, just the $39 membership. Or maybe it's just the Shakeology sampler pack, or maybe it's just Energize or something. Figure out what they need and help them with their needs. Volume in your business is volume. Volume is volume and money is money. So it doesn't matter if it comes from a challenge pack or not. Obviously, challenge packs are what drive this business, but help them where they need to be helped.
Good advice.
Same, but for me, I use it as an excuse not to have the confidence in myself. Yeah. A lot of people don't have the confidence in their self. And that's not something I can say that I had a problem with in the beginning. I've always been like an outspoken kind of person, but that's your story. So that's something that you can talk about in your story, and talking about like that you didn't have this confidence. And it's funny that Natalie's saying this because she comes in here with her crazy TikToks in our challenge group and she's got all this energy and everybody loves her. So, like I wouldn't have even known that part of you. You know what I mean? So I think that it's really important that you share that part of your story with everybody.
Yeah. And I've also gone into it with it the next day or a couple of days later. I was talking to someone the other day and I just got this feeling that fear was holding them back, and then use it as post inspiration and combat that excuse in a post on your page.
Yeah, for sure.
Any other? Go ahead.
Sorry, I was also going to say, just remember, I will say this, your vibe attracts your tribe. I'm sure you've all heard that. But if you've never actually sat down to think about what that means, your vibe attracts your tribe. So your story is going to attract other people like you. And that might be a demon for you. And that's something that we have struggled with some people on our team. So if you've struggled with addiction and such, you're going to talk about it. You're going to find other people that have that same problem. And as much as you might want to change the world, that's a lot of stress to handle. So you've got to think about what you're sharing and how you're attracting and who you're attracting. Okay. So I know a lot of people have had struggled with suicide or struggled with thoughts of that type of stuff. And when you start talking about it, you do attract those people. That's a lot to put on your shoulders. So it's something you have to like think about. Same with miscarriage. When I talk about miscarriage, I get a lot. When I talk about marriage, I get a lot. So when you talk about the things that you struggle with, that's when you're going to get the deep conversations going. And that's when those are the people you're really going to attract. So like your real struggles, the real you, that's who you're going to attract. So just make sure that you go at it with a thick skin. You go at it with like tact and compassion and like a servant's heart. Just go at it with knowing that you are going to change somebody's life.
Love that. Anybody else have any questions? Stephanie, you're amazing. I love your no-nonsense attitude. I need some more of that.
I need it in my, sometimes I need to like someone to tell me these things.
All right. Well, if that's it, then we will wrap up the call. Stephanie, I appreciate your time. Glad your team was able to hop on. Same time next week for my team. We're going to do a power hour, 8:30. So we'll see you then. And I will send the recording to you, Stephanie, as well.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.